eyes on the COVID-19 situation in Cebu City. Businesses in the highly urbanized metropolis are also taking a hit. Well, these strict quarantine measures have put life and the economy on hold yet again. Let's hear more on the situation from Felix Taguiam, President of the Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Mr. Taguiam, maayong gabi sa inyong tanan.
Maayong gabi, Sad. Thank you.
Mr. Taguiam, in Central Visayas, Cebu City makes up about 60 to 70% of the local economy. What kind of impact has the reimposition of the ECQ had on local businesses?
Well, when you first interviewed me a few months ago, we just started the ECQ. Then we went into GCQ. Now we're back to ECQ. Now this time, the second time around, it is really hard for everybody, especially the businesses here, no? But there is still that this is the thing that we have to make, and a decision made by Secretary Simato that with the strict compliance, hopefully in the next few weeks, 2 weeks, July 16, we will be back to GCQ so that we can go back to where we were before. It really is hard for us. We are experiencing a lot of employees that really wants to work but can't because of the transportation, border control, no mass transport. No, everything is bad.
And
but,
currently, Mr. Taguiam, the Chamber has about 900 members with more than 100,000 employees, and 85% of your members are small and medium-sized businesses. They must really be finding it difficult shifting from ECQ to GCQ and then back to ECQ.
Yes, it really is true. Right now, most of the small and medium enterprise are already shifting their business model to the online sales. No? Online thing has been going on for the past few months, and I hope everybody in the business is trying to adjust and adapt. As what we always say, we have to live with COVID now. At the new norm, we have to adjust and we have to adapt to whatever situation we are facing now.
And with the current adjustments, do you think that Cebu City will be able to transition back to GCQ on July 16?
With the strict compliance nowadays, we can see developments in the streets that people are already doing the strict compliance being done by the authorities, the wearing of masks, social distancing, and they have to do their proper hygiene.
But what kind of initiatives, Mr. Taguiam, is the Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry undertaking to help the small and medium-sized businesses that are having difficulty during these challenging times?
Well, it's a very good point on what you have raised. No, we have been trying to help the MSMEs here to alleviate their problem nowadays. We help and refer them to the DTI to do the programs of the small business bank loans, no, to alleviate. And we are also asking the private banks here to help, say, if we can do to extend the payments, no, for everything from loan payments to interest adjustments, no. So we hope with the initiatives that we are now doing, it will relay back to the downstream businesses here in Cebu.
What about private testing? Are local businesses also accelerating their own mass testing to be able to convince the national government that it's time to shift back to general community quarantine so people can get back to work?
Nowadays, a lot of private enterprise has more knowledge and they're doing their own way of testing. No, although the RT testing is now not compulsory, but we are encouraging, and some of the businesses are even going into PCR testing already, as recommended by the Cebu Medical Society.
Mr. Taguiam, all the best for Cebu City and the local businesses. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
on The Final Word.